My name is Scott Dill from Royal Oak, Michigan, transplant here to Austin, Texas. I have a meatloaf / casserole story because they're all together. My mom would cook meatloaf, she would cook casserole, she would cook these large soup bowls or bins, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. And she didn't believe in refrigeration. So she would leave this food out. It'll be out like most of the day. I don't know. My German friend said his German mom does the same thing. My parents are German, though they've been here for generations. I don't know what the problem is. Clearly had a refrigerator not very far away from where the food is sitting out. She would leave it out, and then before I would leave, she's like, oh, you have to eat something, you have to eat something. Needless to say, I was food poisoned many times. So, as a result, your body actually builds up a resistance to this bacteria, and you become resistant to it. So in college, I could eat week-old pizza. Everybody else was like doubled over, really sick, no problem. All right, case in point, my dad was food poisoned more than me. Probably the only person in the world food poisoned more than me. And where my mom brings up meatballs to now these are guys that I swam with, and we're in the middle of season, and we're swimming in college, so we're pretty serious about our health and everything. My mom comes up, she has these meatballs. They've been pretty much, they're not really refrigerated. They were kind of room temperature or whatever. They're in a cooler, but I don't think there's much ice in them. Kind of warms them up and feeds us these meatball sandwiches. Okay, so my roommates, they are throwing up, whatever. I had a little bit of GI distress. My dad's like, I don't know what's wrong with you, Wimps. I just had a little bit of gas. So that gives you an idea of the progression of tolerance to. So meatloaf was included in this because she would leave meatloaf out too. And she thought somehow because it was cooked once, it could never go bad. I don't know how that concept how that eluded her. She's very intelligent, but this one area of her life just completely escapes her. And as a result, I can eat anything that has been sitting out, or things will be in the fridge, and people are like, "Don't eat that; it's been there for 2 weeks." I'm like, "I'll be fine, and I'll eat it, and I'm fine." So that's my meatloaf story.